Like Dr. Seuss once said, I like nonsense. It wakes up the brain cells. Fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. It's a way of looking at life throughout the wrong end of the telescope, which is what I do. It enables you to laugh at life's reality.
Hello, my name is Jurek Sainz and he is Asael Jimenez. And today we're going to talk about science fiction, pointing out the definition, the main genre, the main authors, and the main characters that appear in science fiction movies, and the relation between science fiction and religion. Let's begin.
Science fiction is a form of fiction that draws imaginativity on science, knowledge, and speculation is the plot, setting, theme, etc. Fiction occupies a vital role in our society. It makes concrete ideas, hopes, and fears about our relationship to technology, progress, and even to human body. It allows us to think throughout these issues in a unique way, because only science fiction is able to fully explore the space of opposites and delete it in a compelling way.
Science fiction is separated in two forms. Hard science fiction is
Characterized
by
a rigorous,
attention to
accurate,
detail in the natural science, especially physics, astrophysics, and chemistry, or on
accurately
depicting world that more advanced technology may make possible. Some accurate predictions of the future come from the hard science fiction subgenre, but numerous inaccurate predictions have emerged as well.
soft science fiction. The description soft science fiction may describe works based on social science such as psychology, economics, political science, sociology, and anthropology. Noteworthy writers in this category include Ursula K., Philip K. The term can describe stories focused primarily on characters and emotions.
So these are the science fiction subgenre: alien invention, alternative history,
Apocalyptic and cyberpunk. It's kind of like Matrix,
so horror,
military science fiction, mystery,
space opera,
steampunk,
uh,
superhero,
time travel, travel through time, and western.
science fiction in films. Science fiction in films is a genre that incorporates hypothetical, science based themes into the plot of the film. Often, this genre incorporates futuristic elements and technologies to explore social, political, and philosophical issues. The film, issue, the film itself is usually set in the future, either on Earth or in space. A science fiction film will incorporate heroes, villains, unexplored locations, fantasy quests, and advanced technology.
Example of science fiction film: The Matrix. The fight for the future begins when a computer hacker learns the world exists in an alternative reality, and he is chosen as the one who can save mankind and the war against the computer agents who control it.
2001 A Space Odyssey. An artifact is discovered on the moon, and humans set out on a quest with the help of a sophisticated computer system named HAL.
And the other is Star Wars Episode 6: Return of the Jedi.
These are the five most influential science fiction writers in the world. Number five is Frank Herbert.
So, the number 4 is Arthur C. Clarke, who is considered as one of the big three of science fiction.
On number three, we have Isaac Asimov. Asimov is perhaps the most famous of the big three of science fiction, and it's one of the most prolific writers of sci-fi history.
The second is Jules Verne, and his most famous novels was Journey to the Center of the Earth and 2000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Last but not least, we have Sir H.G. Wells. He might be the both and best and the most influential science fiction writer ever. Wells' classic books are still read and loved today. One of them is The Time Machine, and this one is considered by many of the best science fiction novels ever written. The second one is The War of the Worlds, and The Invisible Man. Over a century after they were written, these books are still fresh and strong enough to be made into Hollywood films. Wells set the bar for everyone else and laid the foundation of ensure that science fiction would be very alive and well into the 20th century and beyond.
So now we're going to mention the top 5 main characters in science fiction. The first one is Hellboy, who has some of the most fun and interesting fantasy stories in comics.
On number 2, we have Darth Vader, the main villain of the 6-film saga that is Star Wars. No other sci-fi villain involves as much fear and intimidation in the hearts of their enemies.
On third place, we have Harry Potter. Harry Potter is truly one of the great creations of modern fantasy fiction.
On number 4, we have Optimus Prime. As we all know, he follows the Transformers saga. He is one of the main characters of this saga, and he is a futuristic robot who goes on the planet and saves the humans.
And last but not least, we have Luke Skywalker, who is the son of Darth Vader.
Um, the religious theme in science fiction and interpretation is that some stories use religious themes to convey a broader message, but others confront the subjects head on. Contemplating, for example, how attitudes towards faith might shift in the wake of ever advancing technological process, or offering creative scientific explains for the apparently mythical events related in religion texts, like God as aliens, prophets as time travelers, etc. As any exploratory medium, science fiction rarely takes religion at face value by simply accepting or rejecting it. When religious themes are presented, they tend to be investigated deeply. Catholicism is one of the few institutions to survive an apocalypse, and chronicles its slow reachievement of prominence as civilization returns. Christian science fiction also exists, sometimes written as allegory for inspirational purposes. Orson Scott Card has criticized the genre for oversimplifying religion, which he claims is always shown as ridiculous and false.
So, in our conclusion, we can say that science fiction helps us change our point of view, to accept new things, to imagine the unimaginable. In this video, we mentioned superficial things compared to everything that science fiction involves. It's a very interesting topic that helps us out knowledge others, innovate, and everything shall promote. Because nothing is impossible. Thank you for watching.